Good lord, this one is going to be really hard. So complex, and I already shot myself in the foot by separating the brain into different parts. Well, why not just go right ahead and start? Today we will be discussing the lobes. You know, the parietal, occipital, temporal, and the one that all Five Nights at Freddy's fans know, the frontal. I shouldn't need to say this, but God knows someone's going to complain. I am not a neurologist. I do not really understand the brain past the surface level, but this is philosophy, not neuroscience, so take that as you will. With that, let us begin. I feel that it is necessary to do a quick rundown of the lobes and what they do. Everyone's favorite lobe, the frontal, handles planning, emotion, reasoning, and more. The parietal handles perception and movement. The occipital handles vision, and finally the temporal handles memory, speech, and other such things. Of course, the lobes do more than what I have stated here, but this will give you a good grasp on their functions. Alright, let's get into the philosophy bit. The mind is very strange. The more I try to understand it, the more confused I become. But I would try to boil everything down into something that looks half decent. So I have established that thoughts reside in the lobes, although what is thought and reasoning? I do believe that it is, in effect, a higher realm of understanding. The understanding of just about everything around us. We, as humans, have tendencies. Some we can control, and others we cannot. They are part of us. We want and need to eat, drink, to provide for self and others. These are just functions of life. But we have been given something more. This mind, this higher thought, this understanding of freedom, the drive to know, the drive to create. This is a uniquely human experience. The mind rewards good behavior. Do something good, and it will reward you with some of that happy drug serotonin. Knowingly doing something bad will make you feel physically ill. Isn't that just the strangest thing? The mind is, in effect, a roadmap to true happiness. If you, for the most part, are to follow your instinct, you will not only nourish the mind, but the body and soul as well. We are not 100% blank slates. We're more of a clay that slowly hardens over time. However, we have defined a moral code we need to follow to find true happiness. To find true happiness, I believe, requires some form of hardship. We need to overcome hardship so that we may know where we came from relative to where we are now, to know how far we come. Do not be mistaken, I am not saying that life must be terrible. All I am suggesting is to make life a challenge, make it uncomfortable. Trust me, you will find bountiful amounts of joy when overcoming that which you have. This is what the mind is, a roadmap to happiness. Though sadly some minds have been warped into fools as of late, they, never knowing hardship, are now incapable of finding true joy, and the ones who made them this way seek to use their foolishness for their own gain. I do believe the only remedy for this is true physical labor, not only for the fools, but for all who value their work. For let it be known that the height of grace increases as the struggle increases. For every moment you stand in defiance of the world's evil, you will only find greater joy knowing you have done what so many dare not even attempt. From this day onward, I must ask you to carry yourself with dignity. Do not be disturbed by the worldly desires, for they will lead you to ruin. Never allow false delight of this wicked world to lead you astray. Though do take your time, for in removing the rust you may break the entire machine.